All right. Uh, what is today? Friday, the 10th. Uh, of February. We we managed getting everything back into this thing. I still got the wiring to connect up to the trimmer array. We got the caps all checked. We got this cleaned up and put back in. I'm going to play with this a little bit more later once I get it up and running. What else do we do with? Oh, there were some resistors replaced in here because the others were trashed. One back in there. One right there. I think there was 4 or 5 of them in here that I did. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4. So we got 4 of them done. Oh yeah, there was one right there. Now I got to hook the wire back up to this trimmer array. I got to get this. Oops, pointing off into space again. I gotta get that bonded back to there. There's a braid on the other side that I gotta get bonded back to the chassis. Let's see. I believe that's all there is on the bottom side. Let me turn this thing over if I can without damaging anything. There we go. Now we got that back in. We got the grommets back in place. Here's that braid that I got to get soldered down to the chassis. All the rest of the wiring is connected up. This side is bonded. The bond on the volume control. The linkages are back on. And one thing I wanted to show specifically is this little gizmo right there, the clutch system. Now I'm experimenting and trying one of my grommets that I use for isolation here. In this position on this shaft, I still yet to get it affixed to the shaft. I'm figuring on some way I can get that accomplished. I might bond it with some JB, or I might bond it with some epoxy. I'm not sure yet what it is that I want to use on it. I mean, it's functional now. Let me see if I can demonstrate that without too much grief. You see how that you throw out bearing. Yabba dabba doo. I told you it was Flintstone. So I mean, it works. It works good now with that. Let's see. Yeah. See, I mean, it's doing it, but I mean, you know, after it gets warm inside the cabinet and everything, it's gonna slip. So I mean, and it's colder than heck right now, and the rubber is a little bit firm, and it fits really good, snug on the shaft. I yet to play around with it to get it bonded to the shaft, so that, and then you can adjust the pressure against it on this saw blade here by just loosening the set screws and pulling them and pulling this assembly back and mashing it against that. Because you can see how far how far that thing throws out that shaft. So now, what do I want to do? Oh yeah, I'm working on the cabinet right now. I got it mostly stripped. And we're going to bond this up, and then we're going to go out and do a little bit more on the cabinet, and then it'll be back in, and we'll try to get this dial plate back mounted on to it. I've yet to get the lamps rewired back in, so stay tuned. We'll have more in a bit. Alright, out here on the bench, we've got the sun's at the wrong angle right now. We got it all fixed up here. We got some of the inside pretty much cleaned out, ready to wipe down with some acetone or some paint thinner, lacquer thinner. And then we're going to give it a once over with some more lacquer thinner on all the outside area. I've got these little nipples to pull off here in the meantime, so I don't have to worry about them. We've taken some of that citrus strip and to the cabinet, and it's cleaned it off pretty good. Matter of fact, it looks pretty darn good without all the shit on it. But we're going to give it another dousing pretty good, and then wipe down with some lacquer thinner or whatever I have, and get it and let it cure up and dry up, and then we're going to start the sanding on it and getting it refitted to go back on, this side to go back on, and then we're going to glue it up, and then we're going to do something else, possibly clean up the speaker, the back panel, the rear and the internal antenna, and anything else that might have to go in there. And then here is the crossbars for the speaker opening. I've yet to get those rubbed down pretty good and cleaned up. Yeah, these here were, I took the screws out and they came right off. They did not apparently glue this up and then put screws in it. Most of them do, but this one they didn't, thank goodness. I mean, it was a simple operation. Screw on each end, pull them off, identify them so where they go back in, so that I don't forget, because I will. So that's about it for a nutshell for today, I think. I'm going to try and get that tuning shaft grommet fixed to the shaft, and see how that's going to turn out. And then that's going to be pretty much it, except for getting the lamps wired back in. So hang in there. We're going to get to the next level on this thing, and hopefully she's going to be a good looker whenever she's done. So thanks for watching.